Welcome to episode 8 of season 2 of my Adventures with Superman podcast, brought to you by supermanhomepage.com, covering episode 8 of season 2 of the animated series. The title of the episode is The Death of Clark Kent. It aired on June 30th, 2024. Story by Angela Ensminger, directed by Kiki Manrique. Brainiac places a Black Mercy device on Superman's forehead, enabling him to see inside his mind. With Kandor falling apart, Brainiac plans to use Kal-El's body to house his AI consciousness. Kara and Jimmy reunite. It's obvious to Lois, Marla, and Brain that the pair are infatuated with one another. As Lois confronts Kara, they realize they need to work together to save Clark. As Brainiac forces Superman to relive painful physical battles from his past, Brainiac realizes that Superman's strength is formidable. He decides to find Superman's weakness elsewhere. As he focuses on Lois and Jimmy, Superman is able to turn his attention away from them to protect his friends. Kara informs Jimmy and Lois that there's a short period of time when they can infiltrate Kandor while Brainiac's ship recharges. Once they've rescued Superman, Jimmy wants Kara to come with them. She's unsure what her future holds. On board Kandor, Kara directs Jimmy and Lois where to find Clark. Meanwhile, she'll confront Brainiac. She admits to Jimmy that she has feelings for him. As Brainiac continues to delve into Kal-El's memories, Clark tries not to think about Lois and Jimmy. The memories are painful, their recent apparent betrayals and rejections are hurtful memories. As Lois and Jimmy try to find Clark, Kandor's robots turn back on. Kara confronts Brainiac. She discovers the truth. Brainiac brainwashed her to destroy each civilization they visited. Now that he has Kal-El, he has no need of Kara. While Kara confronts Brainiac in the real world, Brainiac continues to twist Superman's memories, but he fights back, gaining brief control of the Black Mercy. Brainiac regains control and continues to twist Clark's memories, finally getting to Superman's real memory of Lois breaking up with him. In the real world, Kara fights Brainiac. Just as she defeats him, Brainiac takes over Superman's mind. He now has full control of Kal-El. As Lois and Jimmy arrive on the scene, Brainiac attacks. Kara is able to hold him off briefly. As Brainiac in Superman's body is about to kill Kara, Jimmy tries to use the kryptonite. However, the kryptonite radiation is also hurting Kara. Brainiac ejects them all from Kandor. The kryptonite capsule remains in Brainiac's possession as Jimmy, Lois, and Kara are floating in space. Kandor disappears. Marla and Brain rescue the trio as they realize Clark is gone. With a Black Mercy in her possession, Lois attaches it to her forehead in a last-ditch effort to somehow save Clark. I gave this episode a 4 out of 5 rating. This was a brutal episode. Brainiac didn't hold back in his mental assault on Superman, leading to some confronting moments. This episode felt like a return to the action and drama themes that started this second season. There were plenty of payoffs from early episodes from both this season and last. The flashback moments as Brainiac delves through Superman's recent history were well done and reminded us how far Clark has come from those early awkward days. What I loved about this episode is how it showed that Superman is more than just his powers. His mental fortitude is just as formidable as his physical prowess. The fact that Clark was able to see through Brainiac's lies and manipulation of his memories and, for a time, turn the tables on the robotic villain was impressive. This show's writers do such a great job of paying tribute to Superman's long history, taking ideas and concepts from other versions, and making new and interesting versions to incorporate into their own story. Seeing the Black Mercy here was a nice touch. Jimmy and Kara's burgeoning relationship was cute to see. It just made it even more adorable when faced with Lois's reaction. Jimmy attempting to use the kryptonite to stop Brainiac, only to realize that hurting Brainiac also means hurting Kara, was a twist I hadn't thought about. While everyone always thinks of kryptonite as Superman's weakness, in this episode we're reminded that villains can also use Superman's caring nature against him, and that can hurt him more than the radiation from his home planet. Lois's decision to end her relationship with Clark is having more of an impact than she originally realized. I wonder how she will react when she understands that Brainiac was able to do what he's done due to Lois's actions. After all, Clark was able to overcome every twisted memory Brainiac tried to force upon him, but the real memory of Lois ending their relationship was the straw that broke the camel's back. Thankfully, Monsieur Marla and the Brain play a small yet important role in this episode. However, it's Kara's character growth that is really the main focus. Her realization of who Brainiac is and what he has done has brought her around. She's no longer under any illusion about who the villain is. This version of Brainiac continues to develop into one of the nastiest, most detestable villains we've seen on the animated series. Emerson does a masterful job. With only 2 episodes to go and Brainiac now in control of Superman's body, I'm looking forward to the climactic conclusion of this story. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.